Today I'm talking about something that has been taking over my brain and my body for the past 18 years. 18 years, and I haven't started any sort of healing for this. I haven't asked for any help. I've just been dealing with it. So today is April 19th, 2022 at 2:54 p.m. So if you are new here, hi, I'm Becky, and I have a very large story to share, and I'm writing a memoir right now about all the adversity that I've been through and reclaiming joy. It's where I'm at right now, and writing the book on it. If you've been through some adversity yourself, would you comment below and tell us a little bit about it? I would love this place to be a place where we share our stories. It's a safe place. A place where we can actually support each other and love each other. That's my hope. And if you are just tired of hearing all of the positive stuff all the time and actually ignoring all of the real deal life stuff and struggles and things that we think in our head but we don't actually say, would you subscribe to this channel, because I'm here for it. So you've seen the title of this video, so you kind of know what it's about. But this is a topic I've never talked about. I've never talked about this here ever before. So if you've been here for a while, you might be thinking to yourself, well, Becky, isn't your channel like about child loss and cancer and like being vegan? Yeah, and maybe it's all over the place, but in my head, it actually all goes together because it's been my experience. And we all go through these trials, we all go through adversity in our lives. I've just been through a lot of it, and we can all relate here. Because all of us have struggles, all of us have shit days, okay? And shitty situations. So I'm here for that kind of talk. I'm here to talk about the real stuff, the painful stuff, the happy stuff, the really, really hard shit, okay? So today I'm talking about something that has been taking over my brain and my body for the past 18 years. 18 years, and I haven't started any sort of healing for this. I haven't asked for any help. I've just been dealing with it. I have an eating disorder, and it is debilitating. It is torture. I am imprisoned in this brain of mine. It's like literally, that's what it feels like. I am in my own prison of my mind. Why am I sharing this today? All of a sudden, because I am on this journey right now to reclaiming my joy. And yes, I did start writing a memoir this year. Actually, my goal is to finish writing my memoir this time next year. So a year from now, I will be sending my manuscript to all of the publishers, okay? So wish me luck. Now, I'm just in the beginning stages of writing my first draft, okay? There's gonna be many drafts and manuscripts. I know that. But I'm just in the first part of it. And I am trying to be totally transparent in writing my story for this book and to share it with the world, because everybody deals with shit like I have. Not the same story, not the same things, and that's why I decide not to pick a niche on this channel, because we all have something different to deal with, And I've been through so many things that I feel I need to share all of them. Last year I was diagnosed with Graves' disease too, and it was absolutely miserable. In June of 2021, I started antidepressants for the very first time, when for 9 years I refused every doctor that told me I should go on antidepressants. So last week I had a conversation with a friend, and we were talking about eating disorders. I was sharing my story, and I was surprised that she told me she had an eating disorder as well. We realized we had this thing in common, and it was kind of like a relief to just talk about it, to just have somebody that gets it. After having this conversation, I had realized, oh jeepers, I have been dealing with this for 18 years and I'm still dealing with it. I'm still struggling with it. I'm still going through this cycle of restriction and then binging because I'm so hungry and I'm so tired of following whatever plan, and I'm tired of counting, and I'm tired of using containers and measurements and to measure my food. Like, I started restricting my food when I was 17, when I was a senior in high school. 18 years, and I've never had any sort of healing. I've never had any sort of help. I've sought it out. Did I get help? No. I realized through writing this book that I am talking about my journey through grief and cancer and different autoimmune diseases that, yeah, I've overcome them. I mean, you can't overcome losing a child, but you can find healing. You'll never be healed. You can find healing. And it's been 9 years for me, and I'm finally finding joy again. I'm finally feeling happy again because I've made so many breakthroughs, and I've finally started asking for help, and I'm finally worked on these things and wanted healing and wanted to find joy. I've reclaimed it for myself, and I want to help other people reclaim it too. But if I'm writing this book on going through all this adversity and overcoming them and reclaiming joy again, this is something that I am not joyful about. There is no joy here. There is nothing but fear and sadness, and it just takes over my entire body and brain and every thought. I think about food all the time. It's ridiculous. So I decided that I need to go through this. I need to finally ask for help and have faith and hope that I can be 100% recovered from my anorexia. There's so much to my story, and that's why I'm writing a book. So you can read all about it in a year or more. But until then, I want to kind of document my story, document this journey to 100% recovery. Maybe I won't reach 100%. I don't actually know. In the body and the brain that I'm in right now, I'm I don't think that's possible, because eating disorders are something that never go away. And that's something that I've preached up to this point. Eating disorders never go away. You can't cure them. You can't fix them. But I've found that there are people that have recovered fully from it. And there are actually people that have gone through it, and they're helping other people do the same. I saw a video of Anna Ciccone Jolie's on YouTube of her telling her eating disorder story. And she hired a coach, an eating disorder recovery coach. And it inspired me. It got me thinking. It motivated me to look for one myself. And so, does anybody else go on Instagram and just like search for people that do things, like people within certain occupations? So I went on Instagram and I started searching for eating disorder recovery coach. And I found quite a few, and I flung through some of their things, just trying to get a vibe for some of them. And I found this one gal, and I was like, oh, you know what? I keep coming back to her profile. There's a reason that I keep on coming back to her. And so I sent her an email saying, hey, you know what? I think I need help with this. And we hopped on the phone like the next day, and I felt very confident that she was the one that was going to help me. She was a Christian, she just like me, and she had gone through 7 years of eating disorders and overcome it and recovered. So I felt comfortable hiring this woman, and so I'm coming on here today. All this being said, I hired an eating disorder recovery coach. I've had great experience with Krista Kathleen being my life coach and business mentor in the past, and still currently, actually. She helped me so much, more than any therapist. Okay, and I know they're not therapists, but maybe it's just what works for me. Because therapy has been a nightmare for me. So tomorrow is my very first meeting with my why do I keep on saying that? Eating disorder recovery coach. And I'm terrified. I'm so scared. And I kind of feel embarrassed to say that, but at the same time, like, I want freedom. I want freedom. I want to bust out of this jail that I've been in for 18 years. And I want to live my life fully. I don't want to restrict myself anymore. I've realized that with everything that I've been through, the things that I haven't been able to control, like losing my daughter, or going through cancer, or having type 1 diabetes and Graves' disease, like, I can't control those things. I try with a vegan diet and exercise and doing everything that you read and hear that you should do. So this has been the one thing that I can control, even though there's times that I feel out of control. I guess I just look for things in my life right now that I can control, but I keep on forgetting that I'm not in control. God is in control. My body is also in control. I realize that because our bodies are so smart, right? That's what we are told over and over and over again. Our bodies are so smart. They tell us exactly what we need. So the fact that I'm feeling really hungry right now, but I'm not actually eating, I'm like refusing to, I'm restricting myself from, just, that tells me that I'm not okay. I haven't recovered from this. I have a problem, and I want to give my body what it needs, because ultimately, like, it is in control. It tells us when we're tired. It tells us when we need to rest, whether we listen to it or not. I guess this video is really just to say, hey, I'm still here, and this is what I'm working on. And maybe by sharing this journey, I may be able to help you too. We all deserve, like, You deserve to have happiness, to have joy, to have freedom, to not feel imprisoned in your body. And here's the other thing too, is like, we're always told you have to niche down. Like, you have to niche down, and sick and tired of hearing that, because I am not a niche. Okay, I'm a person, I'm a human being with a really, really big story to share and a heck of a lot of people to inspire. And maybe that won't help me gain subscribers or get more views, but you know what? That's stupid. That's a stupid goal to have when you're on YouTube. Okay? I said it. It's stupid. I'm just here to share. I'm here to be a person that maybe you turn to for help. Even though I'm the one getting help too. I hope that from working with the coach and going through this journey that I can show you that it's possible to find recovery in any way, shape, or form, for whatever it is. I mean, don't we all like struggle with body image? That's how I grew up. That's what I grew up around. Was skinny was in. Skinny is in. Let's be honest. Like, don't we all deal with body image issues? I mean, even my husband does. Even my 8-year-old does. I don't know how that starts. Maybe she has been watching me. I don't want this for my daughters. I want to show them positive body image and that food is just food. It's just food. It's hard. It's hard being a mom and knowing what to do and saying like, ugh. And I'm sure it's gonna get worse as she gets older. But here's the thing. If you struggle with body image, if you struggle with eating disorders, if you want a friend that struggles with the same, I'm here. Subscribe and click those notifications, all the things, and I will try to be here every week after my coaching sessions and share what I've learned, share what I've experienced, share what I'm doing. I have no idea what this process is gonna look like. Totally being honest, I'm terrified. Okay, so there's that. I always have ended my videos with saying, go spread some happy, so I'm never gonna stop doing that, so go spread some happy.